This video is going to just be an informative video telling you exactly what your daily activities are going to be like every day. When you log into Diablo Immortal, what is it you should expect to do when you're grinding the game? And that is going to be broken down for you right now. With that being said, consider subscribing or liking for more similar content, and let's get going with the video. So what I have in front of me here is the daily Diablo Immortal routine, and this is going to break down for you all of the different ways in which you can get power. Now, we know Diablo Immortal is going to be all about grinding your primary hero as strong as you can get in order to get stronger and stronger rifts and climb that leaderboard. In order to get power, these are the daily routines you're going to want to make. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is the first kill of the day and the free daily reward. This is sort of like your login quest. You show up, it's going to tell you go kill X. It's going to be in the menu. You're going to kill it. You're going to get some rewards. It's pretty much that simple. So we don't have to worry about that one too much. My personal favorite is number 2 here, which is the weekly Helicory bosses. Now, if we pull up here the closed beta learnings, they actually talk about this a little bit, and they give us an update on the Helicory bosses. So if I scroll up, if I remember right, it's right here. They talk about the raid improvements. These are 8-player boss encounters that you're going to be playing with basically your friends. Okay, now one thing they said they want to do is that they want to make sure that the release of the new boss is every single month. So for the first 4 weeks of the game, you're going to be playing against the same boss for the first month, and then we're going to be having new bosses every single month. Now, during the beta, they said there was a gap in difficulty between the bosses, so they've increased a spread of difficulties, so these weekly bosses are going to be over a variety of difficulties depending upon where you're at in the game. And myself personally, I'm looking forward to 8-player coordinated raid bosses, and you can see just a little bit of footage here. It looks quite good. So that is one of your daily activities. Now, there's also, speaking of daily activities, there's the daily activity rewards. This is basically like just your standard quests, your playtime type of activities you get in most mobile games. It's just going to be doing anything, basically. These are going to be passive quests. They're going to say, go do this, go do a bounty, go kill X amount of creatures, etc. You don't really have to worry about these too much. You're going to be accomplishing these anyway. Now, the Cycle of Strife is a really big part of this game, and what the Cycle of Strife is it's effectively your PvP, sort of in-game PvP. The Cycle of Strife is all of the things in which you have to do as a Shadow clan or as an Immortal clan. So if you're an Immortal, you're doing the Immortal quest line to upgrade your Immortal abilities and become stronger as an Immortal. If you're a Shadow trying to challenge the Immortals, which is the top PvP people, you're going to be doing your own Shadow type of Cycle of Strife in order to enhance that Cycle of Strife to make it where you can then challenge against the Immortals. So this is a big part of your daily activities if you are, in fact, working on... And I talked to one of the best players that has over 1,000 hours in the beta, and he says PvP is not mandatory. It is the type of thing you can ignore the PvP and just do the PvE if you're one of those people. But a big part of this game is going to be the Cycle of Strife and the Immortal activities. Now, there's also zone events. These are sort of like overland events. The Haunted Carriage would be one step example, where a boss appears on the map and runs all around the map, and you follow him, chasing him, getting loot, etc., and then it ends up blowing up at the end, and you completed it. These are actual overworld type of events. Now, there's also going to be, they've stated, if we go here, the zone preview, the Realm of Damnation, there's also, no, these aren't zone events, but they're another like thing, which is going to be your Demon Gates that isn't covered in this guide. And what Demon Gates are is they're effectively these gates that are going to open up their RNG randomly around the in-game zone, and then people will be fighting all the demons that come out of it, sort of like the Dark Portal, and then you're going to go into the Demon Gate in a party of 3 in order to conquer what's in the Demon Gate and get the random RNG loot, etc. Going to be pretty cool. This isn't covered on this list, but it's another such thing, another example of zone events. There's also the Hidden Chambers, okay? So the Hidden Chambers they're within the Library of Zoltan. So if you're familiar with this is another such zone event here. What you need to do is, once you've collected 5 of the lost pages, it will form into a portal tomb that opens the portal to the Hidden Chambers. Inside, you face a challenge containing enchanted dust and equipment drops. So this is another way you can upgrade your gear that way. There's also a chance when you upgrade the portal tomb, open the portal tomb, that Hydra or Sandstone Golem will be summoned, and you have 3 minutes to reach a spawn location, and this is a world boss that's open to the public, so other people are going to be able to fight and kill that world boss as well. There's the Legacy of the Herodrum, which is basically free loot every single day that you're going to pick up. I don't want to cover this too much because this is actually some details we can get in there. Then there's the bounty system, which I think is going to be a really good system. Now, the bounties are 8 bounties per day, but if you're gone for 3 days in Diablo Immortal, it's actually going to stack these and allow you to do up to 24 of them on that day, so you can grind them a little bit longer. Let's say if you miss the weekend or something, but you're bored at work on a Monday, you could actually get these done. So there's a large amount of content. I mean, we are only on number 9 here. There's the finishing your turn-ins. Then there's Battlegrounds, which we haven't even talked about. Battlegrounds are open to 8 a.m., noon, 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. server time for 2 hours each, and these are sort of your PvP times. So you're gonna go to the time zone that's more appropriate to you, and these are actually the only form of cross region PvP. So you can fight people from other servers in these. And then Elder Rifts are going to be a much bigger deal than I think most people think. You're going to be running a lot of Elder Rifts. And the Elder Rifts are where you effectively put in like your pay-to-win crests, or I think you can get some of them even without paying to win, but they are extremely rare without paying to win. And these legendary crests are going to effectively give you legendary gem drops, and they're going to help you upgrade your gear. And we all know how important legendary gems are, as I've covered that in a different video. There's also your dungeons you're going to do daily. I mean, I know this is a lot of content. We're still going, boys. There's the dungeons you're going to do daily. And from what I understand, there's 7 different dungeons, and each one of these dungeons are going to drop your set pieces, and set pieces are secondary pieces that don't override your legendary pieces. They're going to go in like ring, amulet spots like that, and those sets are going to be crucially important to become strong in the game. So you're going to have to farm the dungeon to get your sets. Then there is lair hunting, okay? And they say the lair is going to take about 3 minutes to do. It's a way to get normal gems and increases important stats like damage and life. They aren't the most rewarding because they're rare to find, but you should take a few minutes to dip in and find when you clear them. So basically, these lairs are going to spawn sort of randomly, and when you find the lairs, you should go in and you should complete them. There's going to be a lot of sort of random events that appear in the overworld that you want to keep your eye on. There's new challenge rift levels. They're going to be putting out new challenge rifts, and challenge rifts are typically something where it's more of a static type of rift where you go in, you try to beat it, and go into a leaderboard. And most of the time, the difficulty, it might be a little hard for you, but if you get on there, you're going to be on the leaderboard. And then on top of it, look at here. Remember that you get reward for clearing every challenge rift, so do not skip any of them, i.e. don't clear challenge rift 20 followed by 25 just because you're strong enough. So you want to do every single challenge rift you can in order to get more and more and more experience and more and more rewards. And then the challenge rifts will get harder and harder as you go up. Okay, so that's sort of your daily routine. I know it's a lot of information. There's a lot of things to actually do in the game every single day. Oh, I know for a fact from talking to some of the people over there that they're aiming for this game to be played for the casual user about 2 hours, and for the maximum hardcore user about 4 hours a day. So if you're somebody who really wants to grind, you can grind 24 hours a day, absolutely, but 4 hours a day is going to be the ultra like sweaty type of players, and 2 hours is going to be more of like the casual, get everything done for the people that just want to log in, play, you know, some video games for a bit, and then go watch some TV or whatever. It's going to be more of that 2 hour point. Hopefully this was informative. Consider subscribing or liking, and I have a whole second channel called DM Diablo Immortal where I'm covering even more Diablo Immortal content and some more of guides and gear, and I broke down the Necromancer builds today, for instance, so I'll have all that in the pinned comment, as well as I'll link it here at the end. With that being said, thanks for watching this video. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one.